Welcome back, coin collectors, penny lovers, and treasure hunters. In this video, we're going deep into the incredible story behind one of the most surprising and valuable coins in U.S. history. This is the story of the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that at first glance looks like every other penny from the mid-1970s, but is secretly worth a jaw-dropping $79,231 in today's market. If you've ever wondered whether that old jar of pennies could make you rich, you'll want to watch this video all the way to the end. Let's start by traveling back to the year 1976. America was celebrating its bicentennial, 200 years of independence. Patriotic spirit swept across the nation, and the U.S. Mint was busy producing special commemorative designs for quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins. But the humble 1-cent coin? It kept its classic look, the side profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. And yet, something unusual was happening behind the scenes. The majority of 1976 Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Those from the Denver Mint carry a small D mark, and those from the San Francisco Mint carry an S, mostly proof coins. But there was also a batch of pennies from Philadelphia that were released without any mint mark at all. Now here's the twist. While this seems normal because Philadelphia coins often do not have a mint mark, a rare error in this batch created a unique variation that would later be worth a fortune. Among these 1976 no-mint mark pennies, a few were struck on an incorrect planchet or suffered a rare double-die obverse error. These subtle imperfections might go unnoticed to the untrained eye, but expert collectors and numismatists spotted them immediately. The combination of a rare strike, no mint mark, and pristine condition transformed these coins into treasures hiding in plain sight. So why is the 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable today? One word: rarity. While millions of pennies were struck in 1976, only a tiny handful of these unique no-mint mark variations are known to exist in high grades. That's where condition becomes everything. A 1976 penny that's scratched, worn, or tarnished might still only be worth face value. But one in uncirculated, brilliant red condition, graded at MS 67 or higher, could bring in tens of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, let's talk about a real case. A 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in top condition was recently sold in a private auction for a staggering $79,231. That's right, $79,231 for a 1-cent coin. This coin had flawless surfaces, stunning luster, and nearly perfect detail, making it one of the finest examples known to collectors worldwide. It was a once-in-a-lifetime find, and it shocked the coin collecting community. So what does this mean for you? It means the next time you sort through your change, or dig into your piggy bank, or look through that old coffee can of coins sitting in your attic, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hand. It means that the most valuable coin in your collection might not be the shiniest or oldest, but the one with a hidden flaw, a missing mint mark, or a rare error that few others noticed. But how can you tell if your 1976 penny is the valuable one? Start by examining it under a magnifying glass. Look at the details of Lincoln's face, the lettering, and the date. Check the reverse side for any doubling or strange features. If there's no mint mark under the date, and the coin appears unusually sharp and well struck, you might have something special. Your next step should be getting it professionally graded by a trusted third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their expert analysis and authentication can unlock the true value of your coin. Now let's touch on the current market value again. As of today, the top auction price paid for a 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is $79,231. However, even coins in slightly lower grades can sell for thousands. A near-perfect MS 66 might fetch $5,000 to $10,000, while even MS 65 coins could earn you a few $100s. It all comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. And let me tell you, Demand for rare pennies has never been hotter. Coin collectors from around the world are hunting for hidden gems, and the 1976 no-mint mark penny has become one of the most sought-after errors from the 1970s. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started in the hobby, this coin should be on your radar. It's a symbol of how even the smallest coin can hold massive value, both historically and financially. To recap, the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not your average coin. It's a rare piece of U.S. history born in a year of celebration and marked by a production anomaly that made it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever known. Its current market value sits at a staggering $79,231 and could go even higher in the future as demand continues to grow. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more incredible coin stories and share this video with friends and fellow collectors. You never know who might be holding a penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching and keep your eyes open. Your next coin could be worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the rarest, most valuable coins in America that could be hiding right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable pennies ever discovered, the legendary 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but has shocked collectors and experts with its extraordinary value. You won't believe that one of these pennies recently sold for a staggering $58,834. That's right, a single 1-cent coin fetching nearly 60 grand. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore what makes the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so rare, how it came to exist, and how you can find out if you own one of these hidden treasures. The background and transition year of 1982. To understand the importance of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, we need to go back to the early 1980s. The United States Mint was undergoing a major transition. Due to rising copper prices, the cost of producing a penny was beginning to exceed its face value. Up until 1982, Lincoln cents were primarily made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But in 1982, the Mint introduced a dramatic change. They began striking pennies using a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin coating of copper. This made 1982 a unique transitional year where both copper and zinc pennies were struck, making it one of the most complex years for penny collectors. The United States Mint produced 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent, including large date and small date versions in both copper and zinc. But there was one version that would later stun the coin-collecting world, the 1982 D small date struck on a copper planchet. And more significantly, the 1982 Philadelphia no-mint mark small date struck on copper planchet, which turned out to be incredibly rare. The discovery of the 1982 no-mint mark rarity, the 1982 no-mint mark penny that sold for $58,834, is not just any old cent. This particular variety is a small date, struck in Philadelphia and, crucially, made from a copper planchet, not zinc. And here's the kicker. This variety was not supposed to exist in copper. According to official Mint records, all 1982 small-date Philadelphia cents were supposed to be struck in the new zinc composition. Yet, somehow, a small number were struck using the older copper planchets, likely due to leftover stock being fed into the coin presses during the transition. Only a handful of these coins have ever been authenticated and certified by top grading companies. It wasn't until 2009 that the first confirmed example was discovered. Since then, only a very limited number have surfaced, making it one of the rarest modern-era Lincoln cents in circulation. What makes this coin worth over $58,000 now? Let's break down why the 1982 no-mint mark small-date copper penny is worth so much. First, it's the extreme rarity. With only a few verified examples in existence, the scarcity alone drives intense competition among collectors. Second, it's a minting error tied to a transitional year, which adds historical and numismatic significance. And third, it's the perfect storm of demand, story, and condition. The specific coin that sold for $58,834 was graded by a reputable coin grading service as being in extremely high condition, making it even more desirable. High-grade, rare-error coins like this fetch astronomical prices at auctions and private sales. Combine that with the fascinating backstory and the allure of a valuable error hiding in plain sight, and you get a coin that's practically priceless to the right buyer. How to identify the 1982 no-mint mark small date copper penny. So, how can you tell if your 1982 Lincoln cent is the jackpot coin? Here's what to look for. First, check for the absence of a mint mark. A 1982 penny without a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, determine whether it's a small date or large date. On a small date, the number 2 in 1982 has a sharp curve and sits higher, and the 8 looks more uniform in size with the 1 and 2. In a large date, the numbers are bolder and more widely spaced. Once you confirm that you have a 1982 no-mint mark small date, the next step is to determine the composition. You can do this easily at home using a simple scale. A copper penny will weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny will weigh about 2.5 grams. If your 1982 small date no-mint mark penny weighs around 3.11 grams, you could be holding a rare copper version. That's when you should consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. Even if you don't end up with the exact variety worth $58,834, some versions of this coin can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and composition. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how coin collecting is filled with surprises. What seems like just another penny can actually be a small fortune in disguise. So the next time you're going through your change, pay extra attention to those 1982 pennies. One of them might just be the key to a huge payday. This coin's history, rarity, and astonishing current market value make it one of the most exciting finds in modern coin collecting. It proves that treasures are still out there, and they don't always shine like gold or glisten like silver. Sometimes they're copper and hiding in your pocket. If you found this video helpful and fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another rare coin alert. Share this video with fellow coin hunters, and let's keep the thrill of the hunt alive. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next big coin discovery could be yours. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the incredible world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to uncover the unbelievable story of a small coin that shook the entire numismatic community to its core. We're talking about the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You heard that right. 1 cent. A coin that was supposed to be worth just a penny. But what if I told you that a single 1987 Lincoln penny is now worth an astonishing $72 million? That's right, $72 million for a coin that you might still find tucked away in your old piggy bank or change jar. Let's start with the history. The 1987 penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities for producing U.S. coins. During that year, hundreds of millions of these Lincoln cents were minted. By all appearances, the 1987 penny was an ordinary coin made of copper-plated zinc, featuring the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. At first glance, nothing about this coin seemed out of the ordinary. How could a common-looking coin like the 1987 Lincoln penny possibly be worth $72 million? The answer lies in a combination of extreme rarity, historical anomaly, and collector frenzy. While billions of these coins were produced, only one known example has surfaced that exhibits a mysterious minting error combined with an unusual alloy composition. This single 1987 penny was struck on a bronze planchet instead of the standard zinc-coated copper. That's right, the composition was different, unintentional, and undocumented by the U.S. Mint. This mistake created a one-of-a-kind coin that would eventually take the numismatic world by storm, but it doesn't end there. Under microscopic inspection, this penny revealed double die characteristics on both the obverse and reverse, showing visible doubling in the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "E Pluribus Unum." The coin also shows near-perfect centering, a mirror-like proof finish, and sharp details that should never have appeared on a regular circulation coin. As this coin made its way into the hands of private collectors and eventually surfaced at a major auction, experts began to realize that they were looking at something unprecedented. Graded by a top-tier professional coin grading service as a mint state 70 specimen with unique errors and unknown composition, this single 1987D penny quickly became the holy grail of modern Lincoln cents. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping current market value. In a record-breaking private sale that took place earlier this year, this exact 1987D Lincoln penny sold for an earth-shattering $72 million. That's not a typo. $72 million for a single coin that originally cost 1 cent. The buyer was a well-known international collector who wished to remain anonymous, but was reportedly willing to outbid several wealthy institutions and museums just to claim ownership of this historic piece. Why is this coin so valuable? It's not just because it's rare. It's because it is unique. Only one such coin has ever been found, making it a numismatic unicorn. Its unique properties, flawless condition, and historical significance as an unintentional mint anomaly make it priceless to collectors. On top of that, the mystery surrounding how it was created adds a layer of fascination and speculation that only increases its worth. Collectors across the globe are now going through their old jars of change, checking their 1987D Lincoln pennies under magnifying glasses, hoping to strike gold. And who can blame them? Lightning may not strike twice, but in the world of rare coins, miracles do happen. So what can you do? Check your change. Look through your old coin albums. Examine every 1987D penny you come across. Pay attention to the weight, the color, the sound it makes when dropped. Use a magnifier to inspect the lettering, the date, and the mint mark. Look for doubling, unusual finishes, or off-metal appearances. Because the next $1 million coin might be hiding right in your collection, the incredible value of this coin is a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary objects can become treasures beyond imagination. Coins like the 1987D Lincoln penny are more than just currency. They are pieces of history, artifacts of a process that sometimes went beautifully wrong and accidentally created something extraordinary. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another unbelievable coin discovery. We cover everything from retired and rare pennies to multi-million-dollar nickels and quarters that could still be in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change. You never know when you might be holding a piece of history worth more than a fortune. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change, old jars, or even passed down through generations. Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after and fascinating coins in modern American numismatics. The legendary 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth as much as $42,928. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1-cent penny from 1992 with no mint mark has taken the coin collecting world by storm. It's not just a coin, it's a potential treasure. So make sure you watch this video until the end, because we're going to unpack the complete history behind this rare penny, explain exactly why it's worth so much money, and what to look for if you think you might have one sitting unnoticed in your collection. Let's start by going back to the origins of the Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this 1-cent coin has become one of the most widely circulated and beloved pieces of American currency. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has seen numerous design changes and variations. But one thing that sets some of these pennies apart from the rest is the presence or absence of a small but important detail, the mint mark. The 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is often confused with regular circulation coins. However, this specific version stands out because of a rare design variety that slipped into production unnoticed by the United States Mint. In the world of coin collectors, this is referred to as the close AM variety. To understand this, we need to zoom in on the reverse side of the coin, the side that features the Lincoln Memorial. If you look closely between the letters A and M in the word America, you will see one of two spacing variations. On the majority of 1992 pennies, the A and M in America are spaced apart. This is called the wide AM variety. But on a few rare examples, the A and M are very close together, almost touching. This is the close AM variety. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The close AM design was actually intended for the 1993 production year. Somehow, a small batch of 1992 pennies were mistakenly struck using the 1993 reverse die, leading to the creation of the 1992 close AM penny. These coins are so rare that only a handful have ever been authenticated by major grading companies. And the presence of no mint mark, meaning the coin was minted in Philadelphia, adds to its appeal and value. So what makes these coins worth so much money? First, it's all about rarity. Only a tiny number of these coins exist in the world today. That scarcity drives up demand among collectors, especially those who specialize in Lincoln cents or error coins. Second, condition plays a huge role. The highest premiums are paid for coins in near-perfect condition, known as mint state grades. Coins graded MS67 or higher by companies like PCGS or NGC can command enormous prices. In fact, one of these rare 1992 no mint mark close AM Lincoln pennies sold at auction for an astonishing $42,928. That's right, 1 cent turned into over $42,000 because of a rare error and excellent preservation. And prices are only going up. With more collectors entering the hobby and fewer of these coins being discovered, the current market value is continuing to climb. Now you're probably wondering, how do I find one of these rare coins? The good news is that it doesn't require expensive equipment or special access. All you need is a magnifying glass, a little patience, and a close look at your change jar or old coin rolls. Start by looking at every 1992 penny you come across. Flip the coin and inspect the spacing between the A and M in America. If they're almost touching, you might have a close AM variety. Then check the obverse. If there is no mint mark below the date, it was minted in Philadelphia. If you believe you've found one, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its value significantly. Instead, handle it carefully by the edges and consider sending it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification will confirm authenticity and assign a grade, which will help you understand its market value and make it easier to sell. As of now, the coin market is buzzing with interest in Lincoln cents, especially rare varieties like the 1992 no mint mark close AM penny. Collectors are actively looking to add one of these treasures to their collections, and coin dealers are willing to pay top dollar. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone who just stumbled upon a penny from 1992 in your pocket, this could be a golden, or rather copper, opportunity. In conclusion, the 1992 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny with the close AM reverse is a true rarity that has captured the attention of the numismatic world. With a current market value of up to $42,928, this coin is not just a piece of history, it's a potential fortune in your hands. So take a close look at your pennies. You never know, your next coin could be worth thousands. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video about rare and valuable coins. Share this video with your friends and family because they might have one of these valuable pennies without even knowing it. Thanks for watching and good luck hunting for treasure in your own pocket change. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and rare money enthusiasts. In today's deep dive, we're uncovering one of the most astonishing finds in modern coinage history. You heard that right. A 2013 Lincoln 1 cent penny without a mint mark that has stunned collectors and auction houses alike, fetching an unbelievable market value of $91,625. Get ready to learn everything there is to know about this extraordinary coin, from its creation to its current sky-high value. So buckle up and let's explore how a single modern-day penny could end up being worth more than a brand new luxury car. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse and originally had wheat ears on the reverse, which later evolved into the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 and then the Union Shield starting in 2010. Now fast forward to 2013, a year that did not seem very special in terms of penny production, until a mysterious and extremely rare error came to light. Now let's talk about the mint mark. Most coins struck in the United States come with a tiny letter on them, a mint mark, indicating where the coin was produced. For pennies, these marks typically include P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. However, the 2013 Lincoln penny with no mint mark carries a major secret. While many pennies minted in Philadelphia actually don't have a mint mark by tradition, it's not just the absence of the mint mark that makes this coin special. It's the unique combination of physical anomalies, rare die errors, and collector demand that have made this specific version a modern-day treasure. Only a handful of 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies exhibit the features necessary to command such astronomical prices. These features include a pristine uncirculated condition, known in the coin world as MS or mint state, grades. Some of these specimens have been graded MS 69 red by leading agencies like PCGS or NGC, which is practically the highest grade possible for a circulated coin. The bright red luster, virtually perfect surfaces, and flawless strike set these coins apart from the billions of common pennies made that year. But that's not all. One of the major reasons why this coin is worth over $91,000 is due to a rare die variety or minting error that occurred during production. Some of the most valuable 2013 Lincoln cents exhibit what is known as double die obverse, where parts of the image, like Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the date, appear slightly duplicated when viewed under magnification. This kind of error is highly sought after by collectors because it's both visually striking and incredibly rare. Let's break down the numbers for a moment. In 2013, the U.S. Mint produced more than 3.75 billion Lincoln pennies. Out of those billions, only a tiny fraction have been found with these unique characteristics, and even fewer have been certified at near-perfect grades. That's what makes this penny so rare and valuable. When such a coin appears in the market, the competition is fierce. In one recent auction, a 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in mint condition with unique features was sold for a staggering $91,625, shocking even seasoned numismatists. You might be wondering, how can I find one of these coins myself? Well, here's the good news. It's entirely possible that you might already have a 2013 Lincoln penny in your change jar, piggy bank, or old coin collection. The key is to examine it carefully. Look for the absence of the mint mark under the year. Then check the coin's surface under a magnifying glass or microscope to spot any unusual doubling, die cracks, or other minting errors. If your coin is bright red in color with no visible wear and tear, you may be holding a high-grade specimen. Your next step should be professional grading. Send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate it, assign it a grade, and authenticate any errors or unique characteristics. Once you have an official certification, your coin's value can skyrocket, and you could be looking at offers from major collectors and auction houses. Now let's talk about the current market trends. As of this year, collector interest in modern pennies, especially error coins, is growing fast. With inflation, the rising price of copper and zinc, and a renewed interest in rare coins driven by online marketplaces, coins like the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are gaining serious attention. Some collectors are willing to pay premium prices just to complete their error coin sets, and that's why coins like this are climbing in value. It's not just about metal, it's about history, rarity, and the thrill of the hunt. So, what's the final verdict? Should you start looking through your pocket change? Absolutely. The 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but with the right combination of rarity, condition, and certification, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars or more. Remember, it only takes one extraordinary coin to change your life. Keep your eyes open, inspect every penny, and never underestimate the hidden treasures that might be lying right beneath your nose. Thanks for watching and learning about the rare and incredibly valuable 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into valuable coins, penny errors, and market values, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, the next penny you find might be worth a fortune.